Greetings, everybody. Done no videos in a while, but been watching a lot of spiritual content from brothers who believe in the Most High, sisters who believe in the Most High, and it's very interesting. You know, uh, it's pretty interesting to see what's going on in the world. How many people are being deceived? How many people are actually operating on a very low, more demonic frequency? And a lot of things in my personal life, because I'm a very humble person. Like, I don't like exalting myself, although I have been shown to be different since a very young age, often by my peers who were in sheer disbelief that I knew something that they didn't, especially when it became religious topics or subjects. My grandmother, whom helped found a church along with my grandfather, and they led a church. We had some very deep spiritual discussions prior to her passing, and she teetered on the fact that she thought I might be prophetic or even some type of prophet, and stated I had the mark of a preacher. What's ironic is most people in my family, they don't listen to anything I have to say, and mostly all of them claim to be Christians. And I've always thought that, in order to be a Christian, you have to know God's attributes to be able to identify who is of God and who isn't. Because there's a lot of false teachers, there's a lot of false followers. And I always, it's kind of simple, like night, day, hot, cold, wet, dry, good, bad, truth, lie. And we used to get our butts whooped for telling lies, and we knew that was bad and the truth was good. So as a Christian, if someone comes along and says something that's true, and it's your religion is not in agreement with it, why would you get upset? Unless you're following the father of lies. Why would you get upset? I've been rejected and ridiculed and almost put out on an island due to a lot of those truths that I had held and still hold that isn't in agreement with someone's religion. There's no religion greater than the truth, period, which caused me to leave religion. With that being said, my father primarily was, I seen some things manifest in people, and it's almost like that movie Fallen with Denzel, where I've noticed this entity, or almost like the same demonic spirit appearing in different people along the way in my life. And it's even said some of the same things when it appears. I don't know what it is by name, but it's very evil, and it's like, it appears almost like a person in a jealous rage, usually if I'm right about something concerning God, or if I correct them and tell them they may have been fooled. Like, a lot of people are deceived and don't know it. I was one of those people with a lot of world history, with a lot of just certain things, and I realized one day, hey, who are you? Most of the things you've been told. And once I realized that and humbled myself, the Creator really started showing me some things, but I was arrogant. I was the type person, I thought I couldn't lose. I've been told I was handsome quite often. I usually had done good for myself, even with a slow start, a bad start. Those things make you arrogant. I had an older woman coming out of high school. I was 17. I met her. She was beautiful. Had dated some guys in the street life, and I captured her at 17. She bought me a drop top, was bringing me Red Lobster food at school. She was the age of my school teachers, and it got me a lot of clout. And doing concerts and being well dressed, I could pull almost any female at my younger age, and I lived a good life, but extremely fast and arrogant. And as things occurred later in my life, I lost it all, man. I mean, I don't have a relationship currently with my children, which I wish I did. I've reached out, but now they're, grown. They're more on the grown side of things, and I pray about it, you know. Um, and I've just been shown that, God giveth, God taketh away. But one thing I'm thankful for is to still have my mind and I can see, I can feel things on a much different level. And I give you an example. So I befriended this guy, a younger guy, but I've known the guy now for about 7, 8 years. And this last incident caused me to really straighten my life out and be very, very articulate and selective about who I allow to be in my life and who I'm around. And it's led me to really, really not trust many people unless they're beaten to the drum of the Creator through their life. If they're not trying to follow the Ten Commandments, acknowledge the Most High, and use love as one of the main attributes of their beliefs, I'm not really rocking with them. I still love from a distance. I try to do things in life that make a difference for the greater good. Sorry about not being able to see me in a video. I'm doing this at work, and the lighting in it is horrible. I do things for the greater good of the world and people, and I do it from the heart. And I had tried to help this. He was a kid when I met him, but he had gotten really deep into drugs. As a matter of fact, I'll be honest, I was partaking in drugs, which is why we initially met. But for me, it had developed because I had a soft spot with lacking the relationship I wish I had with my son. It put me in a spot where I kind of got close to the guy, and I didn't realize he was just, it was more jealousy building and just certain things. And one night, out of nowhere, we were just chilling. He grabs his bottle and starts slamming it on the counter, and his eyes almost went completely black. And he just was yelling at me, "Please get away from him!" But in a different way. It was almost like the sun coming out, or or going down and the night coming out, vice versa. And I realized right then that my light disturbed whatever darkness was in him. As well as it's happened many times, man. I mean, like my own father threatened to kill me, told me I wasn't his son. When I told him about reptilians and the possibility of, I was just telling him the fruit, it wasn't an apple. Like, people just threw that in there. And I was just breaking down, like, angels didn't have wings. I started going into it a certain way to make him question some things. And he denounced all of it, got real upset when I was telling him I leave, go to Seattle, come back, maybe a year and a half, 2 years later, and now he's telling me everything I was telling him. I'm like, you don't realize I was telling you. He wanted to know the knowledge, but I still knew more than him, and then it turned into F you, you're not my son, and all this crazy stuff, and kicked me out at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hence, then I get with my best friend, RIP, rest his soul now, but I ended up there, and it was the same thing. He went off about some things, and it was strange because we DoorDash, and a preacher would keep coming to the house dropping the food off. He was Korean, and this guy was a Korean priest. And I seen a orb in his living room fly right over this calendar with his mom's picture on it. Both his parents died in the house. And it prompted me to hit record on my phone. And when I did so, like while I was sleeping, I downloaded this audio app. And it recorded something that sounded very demonic and said, "He is ours," or something. I'm telling you, I mean, like, it's eerie even talking about it. And I warned him. I said, "We need to get in church." I stopped cold turkey, man. Quit doing drugs, everything. Got me a job, walk back and forth trying to get a bus ticket to get out of there. Well, I leave and like a month later, I get a phone call that he's dead in the basement. Stiff as a doorknob, died on his back. And he had inherited quite a bit of things that to change his life for the better, but it didn't make a difference. And I'll say in the last 4 years, I've lost about 19 friends. Yeah, literally 19 people, and I'm still here. And I think I was a target, and God's protecting me. I'd be a fool to denounce the unseen. I'd be a fool to denounce the Most High. I'd be a fool to denounce the Savior. And God is eternal within the body. So hence when I say I'm giving praise to the Most High. And I just want people to know, don't doubt the unseen world, because this is a reflection, Many things come from thoughts, be it our own or something more intelligent or something greater than us. And I just want to say, if you're a person with love in you and you want to do the right thing, or you're seeking, continue to seek, but inherently follow your sixth sense that governs the other five, and follow the love in your heart, man. Love is one of the strongest things in the universe. It's what makes the flowers grow. It's what makes everything continue to resonate. And it gives praise to this reflection. God's gift to us is being able to love, man. And I just want to say, I'm making this video. It's not very professional because I'm at work. I'm glad if anyone watched it or just subscribe to my channel. I will be coming back to get back in the mix because I got some things I like to get off my chest and possibly help other people with. But just know we all in this thing called life together. We all here to be looked at, fat, skinny, tall, small, but best believe when these type entities show up, don't doubt it, and let truth be your shield, truth and love, and try to be the change in the world you want to see. All right, I got to get back to work because we are debt slaves. But I wish love and peace to the world, and all praises to the Most High. And to my brother New Breed, I love you, man. A lot of your videos have inspired me to do the same. You have really touched me in a lot of ways with your videos. For life experiences that touch me directly. Almost like you're talking straight to me sometimes, man. And I can tell the spirit is working through you of the Most High, and I love you, brother. And I when I get situated, I will, and I plan on contributing more to your movement and what you're doing. That being said, love, peace, shalom.